history of the band. Well, John and I used to play in a band called Altered Vision, and that's how we began playing with each other in a band. And Mike and Rob over here started the band. Rob was recording some songs, and he was in a band before this one called Dust to Dust, and that one was like it was a little bit different style of music, and Rob hit a brick wall with that, and started writing more from his heart, and it came to this, and somehow John was introduced to Mike again. He knew Mike from the past, and he said, "We got this project," and so they started all three together, rehearsing some of the songs that Rob had written, and then they called me, and that's how it started, and we began rehearsing in this little room, like an apartment in Brooklyn, and we kept working on the music, and before you knew it, we were playing out and recording and everything else, and that's how it began about a year and a half ago. Yes.
Stars align.
So the material that you guys have for this new album, was that a lot of stuff that you wrote, Rob, or? Okay, cool. Now you guys also have a very full, like, rich guitar sound, and very full, like, to me it seemed like kind of from what I could hear from MySpace, the teasers that are up, it seems almost like the southern rock, like, almost like Black Label Society, but not quite, like the vocals aren't the same, and then a very full sound that kind of reminded me of something, I would say maybe like a Monster Magnet, like the really full sound that they have. But you guys also seem like you have something that can cross over between like more of a rock crowd and also like the metal crowd.
It's just straight up rock, you know, so when you're playing straight up rock, it can cross over to all those different areas of the heavier stuff or the lighter stuff, because you can't go wrong with the rock. So basically,
it's also play Marshall amps and Gibson guitars and Ludwig drums, right? And it gives it that old school, Ampeg and Fender basses, and it's all natural, like sound that we don't really use much effects or anything like that. So, and the way he recorded it was very raw, and whatever you hear on the recordings is basically us. Just that what you hear is what you get.
Very cool. I'm definitely looking forward to the live set tonight too. Now you guys also, you'd released a song on the Sirius, the satellite radio that seemed to take off. And then you guys also recorded a video for it. Can you tell us a little about that?
We had a director, up-and-coming director named Noah Schulman, who directed and produced and put the whole video together for us. Did a great job with that. Very simple, very playing basically in a backyard in the woods. And we had a friend of ours. We had his muscle car, and just to catch the vibe of the song. And the song's called "Brother Go On." And although the video doesn't really tell the story that the lyrics do, but it's just a vibe. It's a performance video. And, we've gotten great response on the video so far. It's not a dark and gloomy video like all these metal videos or, the typical. We want it to be, bright and, uplifting, power rock, energizing, so he captured that in the video. We didn't want it to be all gray and gloomy and golf and so we wanted it to have to really bring across what this band is about, and I think he did a great job with it and was psyched about the video.
Yeah, I like how it looks like an old movie too, like in the beginning. That was pretty cool.
Good idea.
That was the director's idea, to give it the vintage look and feel, which we like, because classic. Yes, that's right, John. We're going for that classic rock sound and look as well. And as far as Sirius, we had known one of the guys that worked up there, and we gave him the advanced copy of the CD, and he gave it to the program director, who liked it a lot, and said, "I'm going to just play this and see what happens." And he spun it once on the air, and the reaction was excellent, and people calling and saying, "Who's that? Who's that?" So he played it again, and it just kept going from there. And before you knew it, the song was like in regular rotation. So it was a completely organic thing. It wasn't like we had, hired a marketing company or a label to work it to the radio station. It just happened naturally, and that's cool. We like that.
your MySpace has been taken off too, which is also a really great tool for bands too. Is that something you guys can talk a little about? Or?
Well, we've recently just broke 50,000 friends on there. We're closing in on 500,000 plays on our player. So I mean, we get about 1,000, close to 1,000 plays a day. And we get, it's mostly word of mouth. I mean, you know, we go out and we do add friends, you know, send out friend requests to turn people on to the music. But if they don't like you, they ain't gonna add you. And we get a lot of plays. So I mean, the reaction overall has been very positive. I mean, it's been a great reaction. People have really been taking to the band, and it's a good feeling because I feel like, you know, we're playing music, we're doing something that we enjoy doing, and when it comes across and people appreciate it, then you know you're doing something that's cool, you know. And so the MySpace it's helped big time. I mean, that MySpace really opened up the doors for us because it got us the exposure to basically people all over the world. So it's a great tool, really.
Very cool. Well, I know there's definitely a buzz going on about you guys right now. Now, you guys played a couple upstate New York shows, which is where we are tonight, and then in the middle of the month, you guys are doing a little, like a tour down south. Is that?
We're doing a tour out to South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, and we're going to play a bunch of shows going out there. We're going to play in North Carolina, Louisiana, Alabama, go out to Austin, Texas, then come back, play some other venues on the way back. So, you know, since we're driving, we didn't want to just do a 2,000-mile drive straight there. It'd be ridiculous, you know. We wanted to make sure we hit a bunch of places on the way out and the way back. And we plan on doing, you know, a official tour soon enough, you know. Right now we're just working out the kinks of exactly where we plan on going from this point. You know, I mean...
And Ray Freeman on format.
Right. That's right. We found Ray, who opened a lot of doors for us. We found him on MySpace, so, you know.
Huge fun.
Yeah, we did a bunch of shows with King's X, and that was because of Ray. You know, so he's been the man. He was one of the wonderful fruits of MySpace for us. So yeah, can't forget that. But yeah, we're playing a bunch of shows going out to South by Southwest and coming back.
Very cool. And then, do you guys know what else you got lined up after that? You can.
Well, the album's coming out, and we're going to promote it. We'll throw something together, probably in Brooklyn. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, best of luck. We're looking forward to you guys tonight. Remember, the new album comes out April 7th. Remember, support your artists, buy your albums. It's been an edition of Musician Photo Journal.
Yeah.